Manni Newell, and I'm a seasonal resident here in Longboat Key. We've been coming down to the island since 1989 with our young family back then. I've been introduced to golf by my husband, and I've been playing golf for, I would say, about 15 years. Absolutely love the game. Fanatic, I guess you might say. While we're seasonal residents in Longboat Key, we play at the Longboat Key Club. When we aren't here, we play in Canada at a golf association called the Devil's Pulpit Golf Association, which is comprised of two courses, one a links style course, which is my favorite, and a parkland course. I play generally about 3 or 4 times a week, have a couple of good friends that we play with. We've actually traveled to Bermuda, played together, and Barbados, and it's bringing me in touch with all sorts of different people that are lots of fun. My favorite story about golf was here in Longboat Key. I guess I was down here by myself, and I was playing with two fellows, and then at the turn, the back nine, the starter asked if a fellow could join us, and he did. And he kept teasing me and saying, "How old do you think I am?" And finally okay, tell me how old you are. And he was 87, and he had a fabulous swing. And he shot 2 over par in the back nine, and I just thought, wow, isn't this a terrific item about golf, that you can play forever, and it can be competitive, it can be non-competitive, social. It's just an amazing game. I really, really love this game. The best part of my game right now, because it always changes, is my short game. My worst right now is getting off the tee, driving. And Terry's been teaching me, and we've had a bit of a swing change, so that's difficult, and I'm trying to work on that, because I do feel once I can do what Terry tells me, I'm going to get some yardage and more accuracy, but it's a struggle right now. Recently, I just had a hole-in-one on December the 17th, so you can see how important it was because I remember the date. My husband and I were playing, and Doug was not having a particularly great day, but on number 7 on the white course, he got on the green, and I thought, oh great, I'm so happy for him, maybe he'll make a birdie. And I went to hit, and lo and behold, if the ball doesn't go in the hole for a hole-in-one. Elbow thrilled. I thought, oh, isn't that silly? But it was great. It was great. 2 weeks prior to that, I'd had an eagle here in Longboat Key as well. So playing with friends, and I seem to shoot my best golf when I'm relaxed, not thinking of score, having a good time with friends. And I guess that was case in point as well. That was the second hole-in-one I had, which was fun because we did it back home, and again I was playing with Doug, so he's been witness to my 2 holes-in-one. Well, the other day I had this hole-in-one, and Doug and I were talking about how to recognize it, and we played around with different ideas, and I just let that idea slip out of my mind. A couple of days ago, he took me over to a jewelry store, and he had this hole-in-one pin made for me. I thought that was so great. I couldn't believe it. I just called him a goofball. Thought it was really, really a sweet, sweet gesture. So I have my own special hole-in-one pin. Our 2 children play golf on occasion. Our daughter is quite an athlete. And she has taken up the game a little bit. Right now she has young children, so it's a little bit difficult for her. But I'm sure she will, and she will be very good at it. Our son, Michael, is really taken up the game more so because he has buddies that are avid golfers. And so he enjoys the game, and I think also that he gets to play with his pals. When they were younger, they were down here in school break, and so we would all play as a family, and it was very, very enjoyable. And of course, now playing with them when they're older is a lot of fun. both of the kids started when they were probably around 5 years old, so it's a lot of fun to see them taking up a game that both Doug and I love. My dream person on the tour to play golf with, the male, would be Ernie Els. I absolutely adore Ernie's swing. It is so fabulous. I know he's not doing that well right now, but I love his swing. Female side, I'd love to play with Annika. I did happen to be invited to a tournament that she was hosting, and she did a bit of a seminar for a few minutes talking about her game, and she just seems to be such a terrifically hard worker and a wonderful, humble person. I really liked her a lot. If I could play with Annika or Ernie Els, those would be definite highlights. I think my goal right now is to try to change my swing so that I get more power and more distance, and it is more reliable. Right now I go out to play and I'm not sure who's going out to play. And I think working with Terry, that's going to happen. I just need to do practice, and I really enjoy what Terry's telling me. I think it's going to be a good thing for my swing. I hope I have the patience to do this, because when you go out now while I'm in mid-lessons and I'm trying to learn something new, I'm thinking too much rather than going out, playing, and go to the range and then practice. So I think goal-wise, it's to improve my swing, that I have something that I can rely on and every day comes out and it's the same thing. It's not a surprise. I don't know if I have a favorite course. I've been to Ireland a couple of times, and I visited earlier. Links style really appeals to me. I would say that the courses that I played in Ireland, for the most part, were I loved them, absolutely adored them. I'd like to go to Bend and Dunes in Oregon, because I understand it's similar to Ireland, both in the link style courses and in the geography. So I think that would be a real pleasure to play. So I wouldn't have a particular course that stood out in Ireland, because they were, for the most part, all so fabulous and very enjoyable.